Hi everybody, hope you're all doing good. Today I'm talking to you from my nest. As you can see, pillows and blankets galore. So I can bring you a new episode of Fibromyalgia and Kindness. And I am back with another story. I'm reading again another short story that I wrote during my writing challenge of June, and that actually takes me back to a story I had been writing for a really, really long time when I was in college, when I first started developing symptoms for fibromyalgia, but I did not have the diagnosis. So it only occurred to me years later when I actually knew, what I had been experiencing, that that story was kind of my way of voicing those fears that I had because I didn't know what was wrong with me. And this that I've written over in the last couple of weeks, it's an entry of that story as well because it seemed appropriate. June was very hard for me. I had quite a lot of struggles with the fibro. On the 5th of June, I had a really, really bad flare from which I'm not entirely sure I've properly fully recovered. And I mean, today I'm okay. I'm not really suffering anything major. The biggest problem I have now, and I've been having for the last couple of days, and I'm gonna dedicate a full episode to that, is just my sinuses. Like, honestly, it's too much. I don't want to have perpetual mucus forever. Please, just make it stop. But anyway, I think the story may resonate. I think you guys may understand, particularly those of you who suffer with fibromyalgia or a similar illness, may perhaps resonate to some of the nostalgia or sense of longing that the story may sort of convey, because that's what I felt and that's why I wrote it, because I wanted to work through that emotion in a way that would have been healthy, so that hopefully my feelings wouldn't get in the way of me getting better. So that's what we're talking about today. These stories are all written kind of as if they are a diary entry, the ones for this specific kind of storyline, and they are written from the point of view of a prisoner. So it's just literally the diaries of the prisoner, which I think it's quite telling on its own. So I'm gonna just show you the screen just so I can see that I'm not, blagging this just for a second. I mean, I don't care if you think I'm lying it, but just for the sake of context, and then I'll start writing. Well, I'll start reading you my writing. There you go. So as you can see, this is my lovely document, which is currently at 14,000 words, which is quite a lot. Apparently, I wrote a lot during June. And that just goes to show that just with a little bit of effort that I dedicated to myself, I actually managed to achieve quite a lot, which I honestly did not expect was going to be the case. Because I typed this on my phone, it wasn't even a proper document. I then transcribed it, like I copy and pasted and then sent it to me on an email. And I was really, really well pleased with what I managed to do. So, you can do it, even if it's little by little, even if it's a smidgen every single day. There is actually going to be a huge, huge impact when you realize how far you've come. With chronic illness, we have so many setbacks. So if we can actually see that things still go ahead and there is progress, then, things are going to be great. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so now I'm going to start reading the text, the story for you guys. Apologies if I have to stop every so often because, like I said, it's actually quite difficult just talking, existing, with this constant assailment of my nostrils. But anyway, here we go. My beloved swallow has come to my window again. She is my only contact with the world. Every few days I hear her chirp, and I crawl best I can to the bars. The sun is warm today. The swallow is happy. The seasons will change soon, though, and the swallow will go to another place where she can be safe. How I envy her, free to go where she wanted to, free to follow the sunshine and the rain, free to wait, free to dash, free to watch the stars every night come on. Freedom. How do we take that for granted? Every day I wake up, unsure of the time, feeling the weight of these chains. I always feel them before I hear them. The weight of the iron is consuming. More often than not, I just sit by the wall and watch the light change. Time has a whole new meaning when you are deprived of it. I long for the water often. The sea has a calming effect I miss. I often recall the sound of the waves in my solitude. I remember being so free then, swimming in the cold water, jumping in the waves, doing handstands on the sand. I love the smell of sea salt on my skin, but especially my hair. Sometimes while waiting to get dry, hair would stick to the edge of my lips and I'd accidentally lick it. There's a sense of serenity and of wisdom watching the sky and the water merge together. A certain reassurance that doesn't quite compare to anything else. A beautiful blend of colors, a gradient scale so crisp yet warm that seamlessly brings what's up down and vice versa. I could stare at that all day. The swallow chirps away again, and I break from the spell of memories. Memories that keep me alive in this prison of mine. I can't remember how long I've been here. I don't know when I'll be free. But I know until the season changes, my swallow will come back and remind me of a life I once had. And that is the story for today. We talk not enough about grief in the chronic illness community. I do have a video about that, and I will link it on the bottom of this story, because I think it's relevant, and I think this is very much what I was trying to convey with this story, the freedom the freedom that we lose when we have chronic illness, or at least what we seem to lose when we have chronic illness, can be something quite hard to deal with sometimes, particularly if we are very independent people, if we're very sort of get up and go kind of people. So again, this is not because I am upset or depressed or I'm having a very emo moment. This is not the point of this story, nor the point of these videos. The point, like I said at the beginning of this challenge, is accepting the emotions that I go through and apply kindness onto them so that my illness and I can coexist in happiness. And if happiness is not an option, in kindness, for sure. So there are bad days, and this is, I think, a reflection of maybe not a bad day, but definitely a very mellow day. And they are always going to be there. It's a challenge that we have to live through and we have to accept, but they are only part of the story. We get to write the rest. And that's all for today. I will see you, like I said, very soon. I will be doing an episode about the problem of chronic illness and then the other things that break as you have these lovely little nuggets of gold and wisdom that we receive from the universe in the shape of, well, genetical diseases and neurological conditions. And I do mean they are gold nuggets of wisdom because we learn so much through them. But, I appreciate that's not necessarily always easy to do. In any case, I'll be back. I'll be back with some more stories. I'll be back with different content addressing specific issues of fibromyalgia. And I hope that you're all doing really well. And if you're not doing well and you want someone to talk to, you're always welcome to reach out. Leave a comment, get my contact details, whatever. I'm always happy to talk because I'm always happy to help. Take care. Love you lots. Bye-bye.